Hi, this is Jay Gaskill. I'm just a country lawyer, a criminal lawyer with a political science background. And when I read the New York Times today, I just couldn't help but react. There was a fluff piece which talked about all the various presidents in history whose administrations have been captured in a given overarching concept or slogan. The New Deal, John F. Kennedy's New Frontier, Lyndon Baines Johnson's Great Society. And there was a proposal apparently floated or discussed among some of the Obama staffers that perhaps the Obama version of this will be the new foundation. I couldn't help but think of a couple of things. First of all, there were a number of other presidents mentioned. Believe me, you would not remember those slogans and those phrases because they, frankly, didn't make an imprint in history. And the other impression I had was that remembering the Great Society, when Lyndon Johnson had both chambers of Congress in his palm and the wind at his back, a great deal of money that was spent is no longer remembered. And the programs started are no longer considered a huge achievement. So the words Great Society are probably charitably a great exaggeration. But new foundation is a fascinating idea because God knows we need one after the administration's first 100 days. Already, we're staring across a vast fiscal crater. Let me give you an idea of the scope of what's already happened and what's proposed. Most people know that our government has now spent $1.2 trillion, give or take small change. Money that is, frankly, all going to have to be borrowed because we don't have it. Over and above that, the Fed has off the books committed the United States of America to another $9 trillion. God knows if any of that will be recovered. The Congressional Budget Office has projected that in the Obama administration's first term, that an additional $4.5 trillion will be committed, spent, without any corresponding income to pay it back. Now, we've just described a huge fiscal crater. Putting a foundation over that crater will be the task of the next 3 administrations. And for what? Last year in the campaign, I did a brief YouTube piece called Therapist in Chief, in which I described Obama's appeal as the appeal of a therapist that tells us what makes us feel good and makes us more accommodated to our anxieties and fears. Well, that is actually more apt than I thought it was going to be because as many people who have been in therapy after having spent a lot of money will tell you, their bank account shows that they've been in therapy, but their psyche is equally bruised. And frankly, I think the slogan of the Obama administration that will be best remembered at this point is yes, we can. Because unless this administration discovers the wisdom of limits and prudence and incremental progress, as opposed to the grand unfunded gesture, the administration's best remembered description will be, no, we didn't. Well, this has been Jay Gaskill. Thank you for paying attention. I'll see you later.